Well, I've also told you that my dad was almost not. We were almost his second family. I have an older brother that's 10 years older than me, and an older sister that's 14 years older than me he had from another marriage. Well, my mom was his third wife.
Okay.
And so he was late 30s, early 40s when we were born. So it's almost like he was over it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Type thing. He's like, fuck, I have to do this again. You know, type shit. Go through another kid and, you know, through teenage years and everything. And my older brother, I guess, later I find out that, oh yeah, I was pretty bad, but yeah,
got off easy.
Yeah, my older brother. Well, not even got off easier because I think my dad felt bad that, you know, him and his wife broke up because he was with my mom for 40 years. That's all I've ever known. My older brother. It's funny because my older brother has stories that I don't have. We were the church family, the go to church 500 times a week and all that, you know, constantly at church. He was a deacon, and my older brother's got, before that, the drinker, the womanizer, not womanizer, I don't know that's a good word, you know, the partier.
Okay.
You know, between marriages, and he was young when he got married, and they broke up, and then he had the kids, and then they were moved back to Michigan with his wife, and back. And see, I had the same boring ass church stories. And
to me, church, it was we didn't go as much as you did. But as a matter of fact, so much so that we didn't go as much as you did, is that even as a kid, I recognized that whenever we went to church, it was because of a specific reason. That we're honoring a certain person that just passed away.
Oh, see, no, ours was 4 times a week.
Yeah, we were
twice on Sunday.
Sunday mass.
Twice on Sunday. Tuesday prayer meeting, Wednesday church. Friday they would always go and to a church member's house to, I guess, amp up to what's coming up. Then Sunday,
amp up, like prepare for it?
I guess. I don't know. And then Sunday morning church, and you have to remember, with my dad, we were the first ones there and the last ones to leave. It was nothing for church to be, you know, like most people walk in, an hour later they're going home.
Yeah.
No, we had and when I say church, I mean Sunday school, church, and then at night, another.
I never had Sunday school. I was supposed to?
Fuck, dude.
And then
it's non-stop. And the thing about it is, like, most of the kids that went to this church, we always went to a church that was way far away from our neighborhood.
Okay.
Like right here, the church that I lived in Deer Park, the church was all the way across the other side of town. So the kids were never my buddies. They were random, you know, they went to different high schools and everything. So I had nothing in common with these people. You know, they had activities and stuff and did stuff together and everything. And I was always the kind of outsider.
Odd man out.
Yeah, you know. And I mean, that's my own little thing, because I'm sure I could have got into it with them, and you know, but I just that's why to this day I'm done. If it's organized religion, I want nothing to do. They come up to the door and I'm like, get the fuck away from me. I don't want any part of your cult.
I feel the Bill Burr way on that one. It's done. We've heard the stories. We know we come back with new stories.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I've heard the same. Oh.
It's the same thing.
That's a big book, but the stories are all.
Yeah, and they've all kind of been done.
Yeah.
And fucking believe it or not, a lot of the superhero stories come from like those books. You know, you just kind of make it into something else. You know, something that we can relate to. Well, not really relate to, but something that we can find cool or some shit. But yeah, I never really. They tried to get me to go to Sunday school, but then I remember that around that time, it'd be like my mom would leave. This was in the Dominican Republic. My mom would leave to New York, and then my dad would be home. But then, you know, she would work in New York or some shit for a while. Then it would be the reverse. She'd go he'd go and she'd stay. And then during all that little back and forth, or they both go, they didn't really have time to kind of really watch us because they still had jobs in both places and shit. And they were, busy. And they couldn't really force me to They had me going to computer school for a little bit. And at one point, I told my dad, I was like, you could just give me this money. Like, everything they're teaching me, that I know this. It's like, what are we
playing with here?
Is this just an hour that I'm supposed to be away from my delinquent friends? Or what is this?
Well, that as a parent, you are trying to better your kids' lives. And like my daughter.
But they should have gone for something else. Like, literally, it's like I'm telling him like what I'm doing, and even in the same shit that they're teaching me here, they teach me on regular school. They've already taught me, when I was like in first grade or second grade. It's learning how to type and all this other shit. And then the advanced classes don't happen for years.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, so again, what are we? And there's no like skipping. You have to do, even if you show like, hey,
I know how to type.
I could fucking hack NORAD here or whatever. Not that I could, but but they're like, no, you gotta.
Well, they're getting their money.
Yeah, they're completing their course. You gotta complete the courses as is.
They're gonna get their money.
So it's like I went, but it was fucking. I hated it. I fucking and then after that, we noticed that he's just wasting his money on that shit.
Dude, I'm kind of disturbed. You're sitting here comparing your fucking little 6-month experiment at computer class to my fucking decades of
the Sunday,
church stuff. The church
stuff. Well, I mean, in a sense,
I'm kind of it's nothing like.
It's nothing. Yes, it's nothing like, because you really hated it. I just kind of tolerated it.
Yeah, there was,
and you're obligated. Your parents are not even paying for any.
No.
Transport. What about transport to go to the school that you said that is on the other side of the town?
They drove.
Oh, they drove. Okay.
Yeah, no. When I turned 16, the first thing I did was the job I had, Burger King at the time, was I'd be in there and being like, I have to work Sundays. I have to work Sundays. And
just to get out of
that? Yeah, and if I didn't work Sundays, I told my parents I worked.
Okay.
Because that was the only way I was getting out of it. Yeah, if I have to work, I have to work. But to get out of this shit, and then once I hit 16, I had nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it.
They didn't?
No, they would be like, Dave, you going to go to church? Nope. Got to work. And literally, I almost worked I'd work like 11 to 8, which at Burger King doesn't sound, but it's like the deadest fucking time. I mean, they were at Burger King.
11
in the morning to 8 at night.
That's dead?
Dead. You'd have a little bit of after church rush for maybe an hour, and then on Sundays from 2 to probably 5, you could have nobody.
Huh.
Dead.
I guess on a Sunday.
But I'd be like, nope, I'm staying. Let everybody else go home. I'll run this fucker by myself.
I'll do it by myself. I don't want to go home.
It didn't have, and so much that I almost feel bad because my kids would be like, hey, Dad, maybe we should go to church. Fuck you. And they would go to church with their friends and stuff. No, I'm not doing it.
I'd drop them off if they wanted.
Oh, I'd go take them if they wanted to. But they'd always go with friends and everything. And in about a week or two, they'd realize what I realize. It's bullshit.
But more than anything,
I believe in God, and do not get me wrong. I believe in God.
It's the goal.
It's the constant bullshit, because these people are not this way, and that's another thing. These people are not this way outside of church. It's like, let's put on our masks and go to church and all that, and then
it's the same way when you fucking take the driver's test. You don't drive.
You don't drive like that. You don't 10 and 2 it.
Yeah, it's just,
you
put an act for the person.
Yeah,
they know it.
Yeah, they know it.
Yeah.
And I hate that. I can't stand if you be who you are.
I almost wanted to tell one of them when I was taking the driver's test. Like, dude, just let me know where we're going, so I could, crank these fucking tunes. We're good. I'm driving.
It is that way. I fucked up and didn't renew my license one time, and let it go. It was like, I should go get it. And then it was expired.
And then you had to.
Then you have to go, and the most embarrassing thing, dude, is the driving test was fine. I was even on a stick shift. I was like, where are you supposed to put your hand when you're not shifting? And she was like, as long as you got control of the car.
Okay.
And she was like, yeah, let's get through this. I'm surprised I didn't take her to the convenience store or something, But that was easy. The embarrassing part is I had to go back. I flunked the fucking written test 3 times in one day. And had to go back. Because I was like, it's the written test. I've passed this before. I know what I'm fucking doing. And when the 3rd time going up, they're like, I'm sorry, you can only give it 3 times in one day. And I was like, oh, where's the booklet? Just fucking embarrassed. And I'm not, it's not like I'm 25, 26 at this point. Somewhere around there. And so I'm like, just embarrassed that I have to. There's 15-year-olds going, Mom, I got my permit. And I'm like, oh, fuck. And then, so the funny part is, I drove there.
Yes.
Take the test 3 times. They say you can't get in my car, drive home, come back the next day. It's not like I even had somebody drive me.
You went in there with all the confidence and
I just got here. I've driven for 10 years. At that point, I'd driven for 10 whatever years.
Yeah.
Knew it all. Just to let the shit elapse.
I've actually taken the test 3 times, in total. All 3 times I passed it over 90. It was the driving test. 2 times I failed it. 1 time I passed it.
I failed it once when I was 16.
The first time, it was because I didn't completely do this, and during the railroad crossings, there were you get 3 mistakes, you're out. It was 4 railroad crossings, and because I did this, yeah. Well, I looked, but I didn't. He wanted me to completely turn my head, and he said, I saw that you look, but you know that you kind of have to play it. You do a whole act.
Well, the thing is they know that they got you too.
Yeah.
The motherfucker, my first guy, the second person was a lady, and she was nice as shit. But the first guy, I guess when I went in, they told my dad, he's not going to pass. Because I was walking by, because I got a certain guy.
Oh.
And this guy did not let anybody pass on his first time. He would find, I'm like, why didn't you just say, okay? But no, I would, and he had me go down. He's like, take a left here. And it was down a one-way street. The wrong way on, you're done. Like,
what a dick.
Yeah, and I'm a 15-year-old kid, or I think I was 15. When are you taking the 15 or 16? No, I was 16 because I was taking the actual test to drive. It wasn't a permit test. And the instructor told me to take a left. He could have said, go off that cliff right there. Yeah, but motherfucker set me up.
No, yeah.
How the fuck did we get off on this?
On the test?
What? No, on this whole fucking rant we're doing now.
Oh, I don't know.
Do you not have any more subjects?
Oh, I still did a couple. One was vaccines, that they're coming or whatever. But no, this was the surprising thing that I read or saw last night. Our former presidents, Obama, Bush, and Clinton.
I heard about that.
That they're gonna volunteer to be the first for the vaccine and do it televised or whatever.
Okay, my problem with that is we just had this discussion last night with my mom. My problem with that is
it's the long term to me.
That's exactly it. When they take the shot, I know what a shot is. That doesn't bother me. Now, if they take the shot and all of a sudden they're bleeding from their eyes. Okay, we shouldn't take that. But
long term.
Yeah, that's the long term.
That's right there, right then and there.
I mean,
but long term.
Let's. Okay, they take the shot. Give me 6 months to a year to see what happens to them.
Yeah,
wish. But and here's another problem I have with it.
I think we will have that opportunity because
I'm sure.
I don't think everyone is forced to do that, but I did see that if you were leaving the country, you are forced to do that.
Okay, here's my thing about it.
Like you won't be able to get on a plane.
Okay, I can see that. When we go to Florida, I'll have to have one.
No, I think within
or internationally.
It's international. I think it's
okay.
obligated, but mandatory.
What I don't like about this is the mandatory.
I don't think it's going to be mandatory right away.
But you don't think that, like our work or any work?
Will they
be like, you take this or you don't have a job? That's where I've got the problem.
Yeah.
Because it's like a flu. I know I'm not comparing it to the flu.
It's a disease.
It's a disease.
Yeah.
Well,
or virus.
Knock on wood. So far, and I don't know, I've heard it's your blood type. I've even gone so far to hear that smokers don't get it as bad. I'm sure that's absolute bullshit. But I've heard it's blood type. Like I've got whatever universal donor.
Do you know what? I don't even remember what
I've got universal donor, and it's supposed to. I've heard that.
I have it written on a paper, but I can't.
I'm a universal. I couldn't tell you either. I'm a universal donor. They always are asking me for my shit. But my problem is like the flu shots. I've never had the flu. I've gotten sick before. I don't, knock on wood once again, but I don't get sick because I drink lots of water and I take a shitload of vitamin C. And I know that it's, you know,
take up to a certain point.
Well, I take vitamin C every day.
Yeah.
It's not, I take a shit, I eat it all day, every day.
Well, no, I mean, but like,
but I
you
don't.
can only inject, I mean.
Yeah, your body can only take so much.
So much, yeah.
But I don't get sick. Usually.
You know what? I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, because I'll be the next motherfucker with it. But what I'm saying is, though, every time my wife has gone and gotten that flu shot,
she gets worse.
Boom, she's sicker than shit. Which I know it's supposed to building up your immunity and blah 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 blah. But I've never gotten it. You know, so that the mandatory, and I guarantee I'm a fucking sheep. So if they say you have to take this or you can't work,
I hate that whole sheep thing. There's two choices: you do it or you do not do it.
But I'm not the one who's going to stand up and say, no, this is a violation of my rights. I should be able to work anyway and fight that fight. No, I'm going to take it so I can go to work.
But that's why I feel like you're sheep either way. Because even if you do stand up, there's still a whole bunch of other people that will do the same thing.
Especially nowadays where it's everyone is making a stand about something.
So you're still a sheep because you're following one.
But what I'm telling you straight, if they make us take it for work, you're gonna have all kinds of people that are going, this is bullshit, and just like wearing the mask.
Yeah.
Nobody's standing up, and nobody wants to be the first fucker fired for not wearing a mask and then go through that.
Oh, they've all tried to do it, but as soon as
they say, hey, you need to put on your mask.
They put it on. Yeah. As soon as someone with authority says it, it's like it's
me. I keep the mask on. It's not that big a deal.
Yeah, I don't really care.
I don't really like the people that, and I'll probably piss somebody off, but fuck you. But that wear it down here or wear it under their nose or what, and then bitch about their ears. Put it where it's supposed to fucking be, dude.
I've only seen one person complain about the ear thing.
It's still on. Just do it.
But yeah,
this isn't making you any more of a rebel.
The chin diapers.
Yeah, that ain't making you any more of a rebel. You're still wearing it. Just put it on the way it's supposed to be. And see, I don't have, like, my buddy Bill, they're from Kansas, and I guess they haven't gotten crazy like here, where it's mandatory to go into places.
Yeah, that's how it is. That's the big thing that I've noticed is that not every state is the same. You know,
No.
not every state they're treating it the same. It's like in New York, they got real. I mean, you think here?
Well, I guess Florida is like, fuck it.
Yeah. Oh no, Florida's given up on life.
Yeah.
Decades ago.
Yeah. Which they're like, we're old. Fuck it.
They gave up on life
But
for quite a while.
Kendra went down there and was like, people were looking at her weird.
Yeah.
That she was wearing one.
Fuck it. I went to what is that? Buc-ee's or whatever, that gas station that's near the belt, or on the belt. I had a mask on, and this was just like a month ago. And I went in there, everybody looked at me, even the employees didn't have masks.
Did they go?
And it wasn't even a race thing, because there were other people, other colors there as well. And no one had a mask but me. And I was like, I didn't know if it was a thing to where, should I take this off? Am I offending you? Like, everybody just
See, that's what's weird about it, is that
stared at me.
Yeah.
I was
like,
the
you're the odd man. You know, you're supposed to have it.
Yeah.
You know.
And they had signs all over the place saying
that say that, yeah, you can't enter without. Well,
Yeah.
that's I love the people still, because Kendra, and of course Kendra and Melania, especially Kendra. Like, we went into a restaurant here in town, and they went to sit us down. She's like, no, that isn't far enough from other people. Can you sit us someplace else? And my first thought is, spitters.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they didn't. Which I don't know, but no problem. Sat us at a table for, and I'm like, come on, dude. If you were feeling that strongly about this, what are we doing in a restaurant?
Why are we here?
Yeah, why are we here? Don't give me this, oh, I'm 6 foot away, bullshit. Because
I didn't have that. I had because I've gone on a couple dates and shit, but throughout this pandemic,
there's a fucking topic.
Like, going on dates throughout.
Oh fuck! I couldn't imagine.
I did things I never did before, like that one museum that you guys have here.
Yeah.
Which Fox was there that same day.
Who?
The news channel.
Oh.
And nothing political. It's just they were filming that, and it felt weird to have the news there on the day that I'm there as well. It's like, and it's like an insane asylum or whatever it is. And
watch when this Dominican goes into the insane asylum.
One thing that I had that I felt bad for, and I thought, and I'm not doing it again just because I don't want like spitters or fucked up food or anything. I tried for the first time and one time only, Instacart. Instacart is the same as like Grubhub or DoorDash or whatever, where they bring you food, but they go to like the supermarket and buy you your food and shit. And last week, after the shit that happened with the court and whatnot, I was in a bad mood, so I didn't want to go anywhere. I tried that for the first time. It's a person that shops for you. That they will go to a price shop.
It's kind of like a Walmart.
Oh yeah, well, Walmart.
We did that a couple of times at the first at Walmart. We order the shit online,
and then
they bring it out to you.
Oh, they bring it out.
Yeah.
No, they bring it to your
house. Bring it to your house. Gotcha.
Same thing, same premise. But after I did it, and they brought the food, they left the shit out there. I think I accidentally tipped only $2, and I made like a big, like, I made them buy a lot of shit. And then I think I only accidentally tipped $2. So if you, you're probably not gonna watch because you probably don't know me. But if you ever did watch, I apologize, and I will never do that again.
Motherfucker out there going, oh. Please say, I know where you live, motherfucker.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
If I ever saw you again and you recognize me, just let me know. I will give you more.
I'll give you 4.
I was thinking more close to like the 20 or something.
Hey, dude, I'm telling you, the other night, I only do cash. You know that. I don't do cards. I don't.
Well, you pay for it on the app or whatever, so you pay the whole thing But I did it when I went back to it, just randomly. It wasn't even like right then. It was just me like an hour or two later after they delivered their shit. I wasn't even touching my phone. I grabbed it and it said something about $2 tip, and then it just went into thank you. Just quickly skipped that, and I was like, did I just only tip her $2 after all this? And she did fucking grocery shopping for me, basically. I just gave her $2. And I think she was there with her kids too, because I heard her say something to, because it was a couple of bags.
Do you think it's a lady goes to a grocery store? There's a cashier on the side going, "Hey, you want to make some extra money? Drop this off to this guy's house." Some fucking poor lady with fucking 2 kids that takes all this shit to your house, and then you can fucking tip her $2.
$2. I felt so bad. And because of that, it's the same as like Pizza Shop. That I stiffed that one waitress that one day. I have yet to go back to Pizza Shop after that. And I feel the same. I feel like I might do the same shit with Instacart, unless I can find this same driver so I could tip her more.
I accidentally the other day, it was a week or 2 ago or whatever, tipped at Minsky's. Accidentally gave her $40 tip.
How much did you buy though?
$26.
Ooh. Yeah, I could see. Oh.
It was over $40 because I thought I gave her $80. So it was $26 and I gave her $80. You do the math.
Ah. Yeah, it was closer to fucking.
Yeah.
But
and then I won't ask for it,
Yeah, you can't ask for it
back
or anything.
And so I was like, oh fuck, I just paid $80 for pizza.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
I mean, you can, but I would. I'm not gonna.
No, I ain't doing that.
Yeah, if you ever do, it's like it's one of those things where you can't go to that place anymore.
Yeah, you're done.
Or you have a friend buy it, just like randomly, and to go. Not
going in. No, I gave her the $50-some tip and was like, and you know what? What irritates me is that, you'd think that a waitress, like, if I walked into that place again in that same way, you'd think she would fucking fly over people.
To get to you.
To get to me. But it isn't that way. It's like,
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Because she knew what I gave her. It was $80. Because I thought, what was
Unless what she took it as, like, you were hitting on her type of thing.
My wife was right there. My wife and my daughter.
They're bolder people, Dave.
Yeah, but even if I was hitting on her, I mean...
Like you were buying her or some shit.
Okay, for more than a thanks.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not expecting a hand job right there, or, but, oh my God, thank you. It's no matter what, she could have said, oh my God, thank you so, and I've been like, what did I just do? I wouldn't have taken it back.
Did you take food home that day?
I don't believe I did.
Yeah, because I could have expected her to go, put in some extra napkins.
Or, yeah, something. or something. But she didn't, I mean, she literally didn't even...
Nothing.
Nothing.
Huh. I wonder if...
And you know who was more pissed than me? Because I was like, I fucked it up.
You what?
Oh, she was hot. She's like, I'm going back in. I was like, no, you're not.
I think more than anything, it's possible that either one of these two things, they don't get those tips, the management, whatever gets it, or B...
Is that a thing?
Oh, so in some places, yeah.
Why would you even tell management? Why wouldn't you just slip it?
If it's like a credit card or some shit.
No, it was cash.
It was cash?
Yeah, I don't do credit cards or...
How the fuck do you fuck that up in cash?
Because I thought I was giving her like... I'm kind of weird. I won't ask for change. If I have a $100 bill on me and the order is $20, I hand it to Lelania.
Okay, so she could do that.
So she can ask for change in her.
Yeah.
It's a fucking weird thing.
No, that's not weird.
Yeah,
because
is it not?
No, the reason why is because I've seen so many memes, like little, whatever, funny pictures of like a strong lady and then Kevin Hart, and then it's like Kevin Hart is supposed to be the guy, and then the lady is supposed to be my wife or my girlfriend asking for a refund or
a change. Yeah, refunds don't happen.
or anything.
If
you have to.
If I buy it and it's not getting taken back, I'm eating it.
Yeah, Taco Bell was the only one that I did that one time.
Oh, and no, I would. And you saying
that
I would have gone the opposite and never been able to go back to Taco Bell.
Yeah, now we go back to. I haven't gone to that Taco Bell after.
But I wouldn't have. I might have been banned.
To that.
I'd be like, how's it my fault?
No, they didn't even say it was my fault.
No, because you already said it. You had established, hey, I'm a fuck up. Can I have the right order?
And they still they didn't even know what the fuck I was talking about. I was like, okay, so when I was there, she was like, so what's the problem? I was like, okay, and I did my best. I was like, I had to fight everything in me to not sound like a fucking smartass and go, like, well, one is one thing. Okay, look, tacos, right? Chalupa.
Do you think there's a guy? So how many chalupas did you order?
Two. And then they gave me.
Do you think there's a guy out there who's going, fuck, I wanted those tacos. Got these fucking chalupas. Now, to me, if I would have ordered 3 tacos and got 2 chalupas, I'd be like, score.
Yeah, I think I want to give them the benefit of the doubt and saying that they fucked up and they gave someone else 3 tacos. I mean 2 chalupas, and then I got their 3 tacos or some shit. Because the guy that was in front of me, he actually went by pretty quickly. Like, he got there and just left. And I had, like, pre-made my order or whatever.
Yeah.
Just through the phone. I was like, hey, I'm picking up an order. And
oh, fuck, that never works either.
It works a little bit better just for
I've never had.
Oh, I mean, they fuck up either way.
I was going to say, Subway, I'll say it, fuck you. Subway, every time I order off Subway, well, there for a little bit, I was like, okay. You know, I just get tired of fast food every once in a while.
No, I used to go. They're literally right next to the hotel.
Yeah,
and it's just that I stopped ever since this pandemic. It became a whole hassle.
Well, with her, it wasn't. I get pretty much a sandwich with like lettuce, black olives, mayo. She gets a sandwich. It's like a salad.
Gargantuan.
Yeah, she gets. I'll go through it. Lettuce. Green onions, green peppers, extra tomato, all this shit. I can't even go through. I have to have it written down. She has to write it down for me. Well, anyway, when they go to do this sandwich,
it works.
Yeah, it's almost like they need help folding this thing. And anyway, every time I go there, they fuck hers up every time. And so I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna order it. And it might be that I'll throw a little bit of, maybe I'm ordering it wrong on the app. I read it. And it says, and I'm like, Melania, look, here's what I ordered. And she's like, oh, I know. And I won't go back. I'm like, if you want to go back, and she's like, no, I'll just deal. You know, and so I don't buy it. At one point, I bought a $200 Subway card. So all no, not the two. Could you imagine a $200 Subway? I'd still be eating that motherfucker. No, a $200 Subway card, because I was like, oh, cool. I get off work, stop there, come home.
Yeah.
Real easy. Well, I still have $100 and some on this Subway card because I'm like, yeah, whatever.
I literally, when it comes to toppings, green peppers, onions. Sometimes,
no, you gotta have mayo.
Well, no, that's just the like physical.
I'm a white guy. I have to have mayo.
I know. Well, I do, depending on what it is. Like, to me, you know, depending on the sandwich. But my normal shit, it's onions, green peppers, sometimes spinach, depending on how.
I've gotten into spinach. It's a little bit different.
And then mainly their chipotle sauce and.
Say you're.
But that's not that spicy.
I don't care.
What they used to have, the sriracha and all that shit, but they took it all that shit out. I'll do chipotle and the Caesar sauce. They have the Caesar.
We ate at Chipotle. My buddy talks about it and acts like it's the Garden of Eden or something. But that and what is the other one?
I've been to Chipotle like 2-3 times, man.
We have it here in town.
I go to Qdoba, that's the one that I go to. But
it's a place that it's out by the mall.
Oh, you're talking about Pepper Jacks?
Yes.
Yeah.
At first we went out there, I was like, ooh, And then like 2 or 3 times I'm like, oh, it's chicken in the same. But I'm not a big, my family is not a big, it's chicken.
I go there when they have the shrimp. But even then, it's not as good. And then I've been to a couple ones where they don't even, there was one that they were opening the sandwiches by hand. So it's like all mushed up.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, I'm never going to this fucking Pepper Jack.
One thing about Pepper Jacks that I loved was they had gravy.
Oh,
brown gravy, I was like,
it wasn't even.
Fuck
like
yeah, just.
It wasn't a thing to where they had it at the where you order the sandwich or whatever.
No, they had it at the condiment bar.
Yeah, the condiment bar or whatever, and
gravy. I was
gravy.
Like, holy fuck!
Yeah, I was surprised on that.
Yeah, that was awesome. But we go there, and my daughter makes me so mad. She wants to go to these expensive. You know what she would get? Rice and chicken.
There?
Yes.
And that's it?
That's it.
Rice and chicken. No sauces.
No. Rice and chicken. What is the cheapest fucking meal you could possibly make at home? White rice and chicken.
What? Rice and chicken.
And so then she'd go, I'm full.
Oh, full?
Yeah. And I guess I shouldn't want her to be a glutton.
Maybe she's watching her figure. I don't know. I mean,
No, we go to Olive Garden.
Or maybe she fills up on shit, outside of here.
Exactly. That's exactly. Like we'll go to our Olive Garden, and she's like, "Oh, I love the breadsticks and the salad," and eats, and then gets this big thing of spaghetti, and it's like, I'm full.
I do enjoy their breadsticks, but
then get the breadsticks and we'll go someplace else.
And they know that people like their bread because they sell it just.
Yeah, you can buy just breadsticks.
Yeah.
And let's go someplace else.
Same goes with the fucking not Popeyes, Church's chicken. To where their biscuits, people they know that people buy their biscuits.
Oh fuck yeah!
So they just sell their biscuits.
Oh yeah.
Their honey butter biscuits.
Oh yeah.
Matter of fact, they actually even give you extra honey. You
oh yeah.
Pour the shit on it.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't. When I first heard about that, I was like, honey.
Oh fuck.
And I had it, and I was like, okay. I put extra honey on. I was like,
oh. like you just discovered a new world.
I discovered something. But you couldn't do that. You were telling me something about. I don't know if you wanted to tell that story.
Fuck.
I don't know. It had to do with food. The bread under the spaghetti. What's
oh! That's so fucking dumb. I don't even know if I'm.
Why did you relate? Just put something on something and you would never expect it.
Yeah, you can't. You couldn't mix food.
Mix
food at my house. And my grandmother, we went over to my grandmother's, and she'd make that. They're like SpaghettiOs, but it's actually spaghetti.
Yeah. And
she made that, and then she put a piece of bread at the bottom and put that over.
Now, is it like just sliced bread or?
Yeah, piece of bread, not anything special. So I go home.
Toasted.
No,
just as is.
Just as is.
Okay.
It sucked it up.
It sucks up the
and so it's better that way. Grandma always said.
Well, the bread definitely is. I can tell you that.
Yeah, and maybe that's a poor thing. Maybe they did that because they were poor. I don't know. Anyway, I went home and my mom made us that spaghetti, and I put the bread at the bottom and poured it. She's like, "What are you doing?" And I said, "What do you mean? What's with the bread?" And I don't. It's like I almost insulted her SpaghettiOs or whatever the fuck it was. And I was like, I don't know. Grandma told me. Grandma did not teach like I just said. I had my finger up my butt. Grandma taught me this. Something crazy
not
like
teach you that.
Yeah, she did not teach you. And me and my mom, I'm like, okay, and this was an argument for a little bit. No, Grandma taught us that. And of course my brother was a fucking pussy about it. He was like, I don't know what he's talking about. And
you're taking this beating.
Yeah. Which now I don't blame him. I mean, there's no reason for both of us to go under this fucking Gatlin. But I was like, no, Grandma. And then finally, we get to her and we have spaghetti or whatever, and Grandma does that, and my mom's like, sorry. That was okay. That was it. But you know, when she was growing up, like, if you mix stuff together, you were insulting the cooking.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, that isn't good enough by itself. You have to mix it with. And how the fuck people get stupid little shit like this?
It's been like that since forever. Because I remember when I was younger, same thing. Not mixing food, but adding like
salt or pepper.
Yes.
Yes.
But that's like, they give you your plate, boom, and they're like, okay, here's the salt and pepper, and then you start eating. What, isn't good enough? I guess not. Just
see, I don't salt and pepper anything ever. I don't like salt.
I don't care that much for salt. Pepper.
Pepper I can use.
Yeah, pepper I like is the one. I mean, salt it's so aggressive. So
yeah,
it's like if I do, it's just little.
Yeah,
like,
so I don't even do that now. Pepper I can do.
Pepper, yeah. So I would always put, and yeah, they'd freak out. Like also.
Oh, they would love my fucking, because before my wife eats anything, and I'm always, I guess because she will salt the fuck out of anything. I mean, and she doesn't even think she's doing it that much, but it's shh. I mean, and I'm not fucking around when I say several passes and you're just watching it snow, and I'm like, did you didn't even try that before, you know? And it's not like I made it. It's stuff she made, you know.
I've had that recently, actually. I ordered a sandwich, and it came through Grubhub and all that shit. And the option appeared for seasonings, I put black pepper and I put salt, but I put light salt on there. I remember saying light salt. It was, and it's like I'm like, he won't notice.
Yep.
Yeah, they probably try to brush it off or something.
That's another thing about those places, and I get it. I was young once and everything, but every sandwich, unless you're standing there, and even if you're standing there,
they still fuck it up.
Yeah, I've gotten these. I'm like, come on.
At Subway, I get the fucking when you ask for a specific thing, like let's say green peppers, it's like they put like 3 on there. And it's like the sandwich is a foot long.
Yeah, and you put and
then it's 3.
Do you have stock options? Is this coming out of your fucking wallet?
And I was like, can I get extra? And like they put like 3 more on there.
But
just at this point, just
wrap it. Yeah, at that point, I'm like, okay, I'm done here.
Yeah,
I'm done.
Just wrap it. Man.
Because I'm done at almost. There's so many fucking I won't even go into. I won't do McDonald's. Hey, I'll take that back. I will go in and get my McChickens.
You do McChickens.
Yeah, because they're fucking $1. But like fries. As far as I'm concerned with McDonald's and fries, or any place in fries, it's a fucking crapshoot. One time you'll go in and like, wow, these are good. The next time it's like a third filled. You can actually see they're all fucking like.
It's all soggy.
Yeah, did you actually get this out of the dumpster? You know, why serve
pee on this?
Yeah, well, I mean, like, almost like, why didn't you just write a note that says, fuck you? And put it in the fry carton box.
Yeah, I would have just, paid you, not eat it, and...
Yeah, not come back.
Yeah, not come back. One place, I won't say the name of it, I told you about this place. It was just the way they treated me, specifically, where they made me wait outside, but then everyone else was able to wait inside. And there was, like, people that came in after me. Like, it pissed me off, but then I tasted, this is my first time going to that place, I tasted the burger, and it's like, Fucking bitches. Why?
That-
Why was it good?
Yeah, isn't that the moral dilemma when you're like, oh, fuck. If it wasn't a good burger, you would have no problem never going back.
Never going back. It's
or writing a bad review or whatever you kids do on Yelp.
I've never done that.
Oh, yeah?
Well, the only thing I've ever done when it comes to a bad review that I wrote was a massage place. I think I told you that. It was because I wanted a foot massage, and she lasted an hour. She did all of my arms, my shoulders, my just right underneath my.
Nobody wanted to touch your fucking stinky ass feet.
But if I pay for this,
yeah, if you're paying for a foot massage, you're going in for a foot massage.
Yeah, I'm going in for a foot massage, just right underneath.
Don't be a foot massage artist if you don't like feet.
Yeah, and if you don't want to do my feet from the get-go, or anyone's feet, just say, hey, well, we don't really do this. Even though there's pictures of it all over the place, don't mind these, and we're just not going to do it. Yeah, after that shit happened, it's like, well, you need to pay for another hour. It's like, but I didn't want this.
I was disappointed in the first hour. Why would I pay for another hour? Fuck.
So yeah, that was the only one I ever wrote a review for. And I was like, yeah, fuck this place.
You know me
and getting touched.
Yeah. No. Bitch would better fucking. She's gonna have to fight me to get my shoes off.
Oh no, I was ready. I was ready for everything. I came in.
John Mulaney said that John Mulaney, one of his exes, that the massage parlor told me to get naked to my comfort level.
Yeah.
So I put on a sweater. That's kind of like me.
And that's how this place, because you're not supposed to, because most
you
of them...
should have gotten naked and just got in this chair, like for a foot massage, been like naked. What?
Because it wasn't even in like a private room.
No, that would even been better. No, even better. Like I've always wanted my wife to go in. The place that she has her nails done has like massage chairs right there.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always wanted to go in and just get fucking completely buck-ass naked, sit in this and be like, okay, I'm ready.
David! She could never get her nails done after that shit.
No, what would be fucking weird is when they were like,
they just start
they start, like it is not even, like it's not weird.
I mean, it was private in the sense that only the cashier and her were there because that place was empty. It was pretty new for whatever reason.
Is this in Smithville?
No.
Was it in Kansas City?
Kansas City, closer to Kansas City. In Englewood. Yeah, somewhere in Englewood. But yeah, it was just one of those things to where I had fully clothed. I showered more than once. I cleaned my feet and everything because I'm very conscious about that when I'm going to do
feet shit.
Feet shit.
I'm conscious about that when I'm doing butthole stuff.
I get that. So I did all that and it was perfectly fine. Drove there. Drank enough water because they say you're supposed to drink a good amount of water before and after.
What?
They said something. I didn't read the whole thing, but they said something about it. Only fine, fuck it, I don't care. Did that.
Was it because you were asking for a happy ending with your foot massage?
No.
They're cracking down on that.
I just wanted she didn't even touch my feet. Didn't even touch.
Maybe that was her asking for a happy ending type thing. But that's
one finger, maybe just kind of.
But see, that does irritate me. You go in for a foot massage. If you don't want to give foot massage, say.
Yeah.
We don't have anybody here that likes feet.
Matter of fact,
give me that.
Yes. On top of that, I paid beforehand. I gave a good tip and everything because it was such a good price for an hour or whatever. I was like, well, fuck, yeah. And I even gave gave the tip and everything before the service. You should never do. I'm so used to having the camera here. I keep looking over here. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, you should never, unless it's like something you know, it's a place that you've been to and you have friends there or some shit, you could do that, but
you don't ever.
Yeah, you never really tip beforehand.
Yeah.
Unless like it's one of those things where you're a fancy restaurant, you want to get a chair quicker, or you do that little cool thing.
I've never been in that.
You never been. No, almost
never
no one,
been in that situation.
Almost no one has been.
Never. I've never been.
TV thing.
I don't know because I've never been in. Like if they say it's a 40-minute wait, okay, either I decide right then that I'm going to wait 40 minutes or I'm gone. There is no hey.
You find something
because I would feel bad. I would feel bad if I gave somebody 20 and then walked by all the people I got in front of.
No, because I paid for this.
Well,
at this point,
at me, I'd be like, oh fuck. I've never been in a situation.
But
and I would be so fucking awkward. Yeah, I know me.
Like you,
it would be so funny. No, it'd be so fucking. It wouldn't even be that. It'd be like. Almost like the Seinfeld Chinese restaurant episode.
Okay. Awkwardly.
Yeah.
Well, you're not supposed to do it that way. It's supposed to be, with a handshake. But then again, that's the whole thing now. We can't touch anyone.
Well, fuck, if you did that to a woman now, it'd be assault.
Well, not even that. It's just, because of the pandemic and all that. You can't. No one's touching anyone.
Well, I'm telling you what. The thing that's really bothered me about this pandemic thing is that people are still fist bumping. These motherfuckers. Yeah, these motherfuckers.
Fist bumping.
No, we don't have to. Whatever it is, we have made the agreement that that's cool. That's great. We don't have to fucking touch in any way. No, what was it the other day? A guy at work went to give me a
elbow.
Oh, get the fuck away from me. Oh, get the fuck away from me. I've actually told people I'm not doing that. And you want to see a little bit of awkwardness right after that.
It always is. I'm
not doing it.
I've seen it happen.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
I've actually seen you walk away.
Yeah, nope.
While the other person is there.
Well, and let this be known. I'm done with it. I'm not. We don't have to touch to both know that was a cool moment, or hey, that was a great thing.
You did me solid.
Yeah. Oh, great.
Jeff and I, we actually saw you. We won't say who it was, but we actually saw you walk away from someone that put the fist bump out, and he just kind of walked away, and he stayed there, just kind of looking at you.
So whose fault is that? So whose fault is that? He's the one who made it awkward, not me.
Oh, we just love that whole moment. we love that whole thing. But yeah,
I'm not doing it.
Yeah. At the end of the day, this just is so much that has happened this year because of the whole pandemic, and that you just don't want to touch no matter what.
Oh, this was before the pandemic.
I mean, this was way before.
This has just been a very good excuse
of not doing it anyway.
Yeah.
Which I feel the same way with the mask. Sometimes I actually enjoy wearing the mask just so I could do my shit. You can't see me cracking up or whatever, even if you do say a joke, or I could just do the straight face and it just bothers you even more. And that's awkward enough already with the guests at the hotel.
Oh, I'm sure.
When they're saying the little bits and I'm just silent.
Oh,
so your ID?
Oh, dude, you would drive me fucking absolutely batty. It'll never happen because if I came in there, you know who I was. Yeah. But I guarantee that type. Oh, you drive me fucking batty. You might look up and my balls be on the table.
That'd be
wouldn't that be
athletic feat right there?
Well, I mean, I imagine the counter. Is it higher than like this?
Yeah, it's about. If I'm sitting down, I'm usually sitting down a little bit lower, but it's about here. So that's why I say it's athletic feet already. That for you to do that, you'd have to literally kind of be.
I would just. I wouldn't. I would never. My balls don't come out.
If there was a stool around, I could see you just standing.
Just something stupid like that. Like you turn around in my butt. What I could see me doing something like you turn around and you're doing that, and me taking my shirt off, and you turn back around, my shirt's off, and just acting like, just to see how far you're gonna keep that
the straight
face.
Yeah.
You know, like when you turn around, all of a sudden I don't have a shirt on. Act in the same exact way. Here's my driver's license. Yeah, just stupid shit like that.
The hotel itself has trained me a little bit into the whole straight face.
Oh, I guarantee you've seen some fucking bullshit.
Because I've been like checking people in, and I've had people yelling at me, "Oh, fuck you for hiding my husband and not telling me what his room is," and blah blah, and such and such. Because some people, you know, they hide, you know, from their spouses or whatever, or they're cheating, or you know,
I can see that.
But regardless of whatever's happening, we're not allowed to
say.
Fuck
no! You better not. You better. If I go there, you better not tell whoever I'm there.
So you know, they'd be there, they'd be yelling. He's like, "That's his vehicle." I'm like, "Well, that could have been." And he's like, "Motherfucker, it has his name on it.
It's got his fucking name on it."
I thought there's a whole bunch of Will Smiths. It could be anything. I know for a fact that
I see him.
More than one person with my name, so this is one of those things to where and you just kind of have to ignore it and just straight face with this person right here. Just deal with them. Just let it be done, and then you could react to whatever the fuck else is happening.
Oh, see, now you wouldn't be able to do that because if somebody was yelling at you like that, I'd be like, nope.
No.
Especially if you were straight faced to me, and here, can I get your ID and everything? She's yelling like that. I'd be like, you need to deal with this before you go on with me.
Actually, crazy enough, every guest that I've ever had that with, they were just as straight faced as that. They just kind of played it off with me. I'm like, I'm sorry about that, and just kind of, and I'll give them a little discount, like 10% or some shit, and boom.
God, I couldn't imagine. Because I bet you do see some fucking bullshit.
10-15%, and they enjoy it too, just because I gave them a little discount.
Well, plus the guy's fucking checking in with his fucking mistress, so he knows you ain't gonna rat him out. Fuck, great.
Yeah,
that's too small of a town for.
Well, usually most people that things
it's
like
not
that
from that town.
It's not from that town. They're usually away. Yeah, or even sometimes completely different state. I've had people there from like Florida again. Florida, they're just straight up doing the same shit. And they're like, I see the.
There isn't a motel more convenient.
Yeah. There was one where it was a dude that he was freaking out. It was about. He said, "Oh." He kept doing stupid shit, and then he kept saying about how Florida is like one hour behind. Like, being 1 hour behind doesn't mean that you do all this stupid shit. I mean,
you want to hear a funny little fact about Florida? Certain parts of it aren't an hour behind us.
I didn't even know if it was real
or
not.
They're an hour ahead.
They're an hour ahead
because they're east of us, but there's certain parts that don't do that. With Kendra, I was like, oh, it's whatever time. No, it's, and I argue with. There's certain parts of Florida that don't.
I can say that.
Don't go by that.
I had that with.
That was weird. I never knew that. I didn't know that was an option. There's certain places that don't do daylight savings.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant
no. They are. It's
just optional thing.
Yeah, I guess because it's what time is it here? Let's say it's 2:00 here. In certain parts of Florida, it's 2:00. In other parts, it's 1:00.
Huh. No, I just had it to where I was in one state, and then certain parts of the state, it was 1 hour, and then certain parts of the state was the other, but it was because of daylight, whatever. Speaking of, what time is it, though?
Ooh, 3.
Yeah. So, we're going to wrap this up. The Dylan Royal Feet, ROYALFEAT.com. webtoons for Kiefer and whatever else that he is working on. It's Bad Dice Designs. We actually didn't even go through all. You went through your shit.
I went through my. I stayed with the staple. I'm being dead serious. Yours kind of scared me this week.
Actually, these were light too. This was the only one that was actually strong.
Yeah, that kind of scared me this time. They're not. I like the
well,
red.
Is it because of the not having the label either? Maybe.
No, the color of that one.
This one.
No,
this one.
I don't care for tea.
Oh, okay.
So take that one out. You said this was lemonade.
Lemonade?
I don't like lemonade.
Okay.
And then that color scared the shit out of me. I'm just saying.
Okay, well, it was actually a lot darker because it started off. Okay.
Let's edit that one.
It started off with grape concentrated juice.
I let one go earlier. You kind of gave me a look.
I didn't hear it.
Did you not get it?
I didn't hear it.
Drinking makes me fart.
I didn't know that. Well, shit.
Plus, I had Taco John's for breakfast.
See, I went the no breakfast route. Well, I had.
Dude, I got up at. I'm used to getting up at. She gets up at 5:30. I get up at 5:30. I got up at 5 o'clock this morning, and was like, "What time's Alex gonna be?" Oh fuck. So I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning.
Oh fuck.
And that's why I came out about an hour early and started drinking.
Started doing this.
Yeah.
Alright, well either way, we're gonna wrap it up. Thank you all for watching. This has been Press Start for Fun. Hope you enjoyed it.
Peace out.
Peace out.